call it cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Stopped at the 18. Using his feet. He's in open space downfield. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And his throw is incomplete. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be.
They snap it to the up man. He'll try to run for it. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
He's open on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Take the touchback. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Man, he's got 45 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can add just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way, but this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
So if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going with the ground game left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the left side. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. And we've got a change of possession.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with the scoring drive here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Turning it on. Touchdown Ducks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 21 to Maryland. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. What a dime tossed by that Sooners quarterback. It seems like if you're going to play for Oklahoma, you better be able to spin the magic bean.
You better be able to spin it, and guess what? Most of the time, if you play for Oklahoma, there's a good chance you can win a trophy at the end of the year. That kind of good, that kind of history we've seen throughout, and this guy's just following in those footsteps.
Snagged out of the air. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Ducks in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Sales run into the middle. Takes him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off-play action on 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll take it himself. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, might change it, and that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Myers on the move. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 14 to UMass. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. There he goes to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
21.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
There he goes! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
The lone back's got it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Nice job by the offense going with the misdirection play because they're facing a defense that likes to be aggressive. So you get a couple of guys out of position, and that allows that play to be successful.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Quarterback making checks. The toss to the right. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Got a man. It's Adams. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Inside and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Rasmussen. They knock him down. He's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the...
Oh, he's got some space. powers through. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Oklahoma, 28.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
56, Oklahoma, 35.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Ducks want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.